Welcome everyone to a casted game for Zerospace, and today spawning in the southeast corner of the map playing in green, we've got Aaron playing as the Legion faction, and his opponent in the northwest playing in purple. We've got Deleterious Mana playing as the Grell. Welcome everyone to Alpha number 2 for Zerospace. Super excited for this. Plenty of new units, new mercenary factions, and here we go, there's a new hero unit already. It is called Hell, as part of, I believe, the Marran faction. And it's a great hero with lots of abilities. We might come on to that in just a moment because we've got a familiar face. Inquisitors coming in for the Legion in the middle of the map, looking to take out those little critters to get that little control tower. Look at that Hell already on the enemy's base, looking to do some significant damage on the extractors from the Legion. Now the Hell unit, the hero unit, is an interesting one. It's got a long range attack, as you can see, and it can throw units away with a shockwave grenade. That's one of the abilities. And the shockwave grenade actually causes enemies to take 20 damage, and they're slowed as well. So a pretty nice bit of an ability there. And then they've also got stealth, which gives it a 50% movement speed for 10 seconds, and it goes in stealth mode, of course, which is pretty cool to hide away from your enemies and to run out of a sticky situation. Now it's also like a sniper unit, so it has a sniper ability which deals 4 times damage after 2 seconds, and if the target dies that you're killing it, it reduces the cooldown of that ability for the next time by half, and it permanently increases Hell's sight and weapon range by 50, which is, it seems pretty heavy. I'm kind of interested to see how that one pans out, as you can see stealth being used there already and managing to, oh no, I don't think he gets out of it. Inquis just charges on in, dashes on in, and does use the red carpet kind of attack there, as you saw the cleave ability to try and take Hell out. Now Hell trying to get out of there, but obviously Hell doesn't seem as fast as its enemies, although when it's in stealth mode it definitely helps, and it does actually manage to get out of there in the end, which is huge. So I hope you guys have been having a great morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're on the world. If you're enjoying the Legion content, the Grell content, the Protectorate content, the Zerospace content, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I really have a big goal, and I want to cast a lot of I was about to say Age of Empires, but I'm actually an Age of Empires forecaster. I'm hoping to cast a lot of Zerospace, but obviously, I kind of have to put time and my effort where, I got to make sure this works out for me as a day job as well. So hopefully you guys can subscribe if you do enjoy the Zerospace content. Only if you do enjoy it and if you're going to watch multiple videos, otherwise it just doesn't help actually. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to aim to get sort of 1,000 subscribers pretty quickly. So we can get monetized, hopefully, and then, hopefully there's going to be lots of new content and tournaments coming up, I suspect, for Zerospace, so hoping to definitely cover a lot of that, and I'm really excited because there's lots of more units being added in by the developers, and by the way, they have a really quick turnaround. Almost every other day I see an update, which is incredible, whether it be balance changes, fixes, bug fixes, that kind of thing, and, this is an alpha at the moment. Look how good it looks. I was impressed by the previous alpha. I think obviously with the new additions, a couple of bugs crept in, but they've been fixing it super quickly, so I'm super excited, I'm super optimistic as an RTS how this one will pan out, and so I'm pretty much committed. As you can see, a separate channel from my usual content dedicated specifically for Zerospace. We're going to see the rich flux coming in the middle now, and those critters are still there alive. Looks like armored thralls, and well, just one armored thrall and a regular thrall coming out. Look at that, Hell using that great ability, the shockwave grenade, and using the stealth to get out of there. Inquisitor's trying to chase on down and make sure it has some good Guardian spots. The Guardian Obelisk to protect that location. But Hell has to back away. I think Hell does die there in the end. Unfortunately, yep, so it loses the hero. And so, Mana's going to have to reset, recuperate, and recover. Now, bear in mind, what this actually means is that it looks like Legion are going to have a bit of a free reign on the middle of the map, looking to get those control towers for those talents. 2 talents are already in. We'll talk about them in a moment, because a bit of Grell action on the critters looking to get that control tower in the north. But certainly, losing the hero at this sort of stage, in this scenario, like 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, is just a bit of a rough one. Because ultimately, often what that means is that your opponent has free reign in the middle, like with their own heroes, with their own units. It can be incredibly powerful. There's a double incubator for the Grell, looking to pop out those little stingers out as quickly as possible. Harvester is on the map as well, looking to get the flux. Also, what that means is the rich flux can be taken by the Legion, because they've got pretty decent map control, I suspect, by now, with the hero still alive for the Legion. Well, the Legion hero actually camped out at home a little bit, and we did see the talents come in there for the 2 factions. The Grell, they actually went for the extra 8% movement speed, and the Legion, they went for the extra Harvester, which actually spawns immediately, and they're actually able to get an extra Harvester on the field, which is actually quite important for the Legion, because they're quite flux heavy. As you can see, both players looking to take advantage of the high yield flux. Now, flux comes in 2 ways. You've got the high yield one that kind of deposits in the middle of the map, pretty exposed areas, and then you've got the standard spawned ones, which are a little bit more safe and secure, but obviously less of a gather rate. So high risk, high reward for those high yield flux nodes. Alright, well, the Legion have actually got 2 control towers, so that XP coming in nice and quickly, and is expanding to a 3rd base. Both players have expanded at least once. Looks like maybe the grell opting for a 3rd base soon as well. Looks like both players are opting for a double barracks equivalent. Well, barracks obviously for the Legion and 2 incubators for the grell. Now, hopefully going to be having some 2v2 action as well, some team games. I think that would be quite fun for Zerospace. Quite chaotic at times, but I'm kind of excited for that one. That's going to be in the next video most likely, or one of the next upcoming videos at least. And we're going to see the behemoth. So we've got the large incubator already running for the grell. That's going to be a great unit to see. We haven't seen it for a while, but that's going to be a hefty one, of course, for the grell faction coming in with the behemoth. An air unit, a pretty big, decent one, of course. And, well, I mean, the behemoth is a heavy hitter, obviously, with the damage over time ability that it does. I'll be kind of excited to see how it gets upgraded. There's a couple of upgrades that do come in over the massive fight in the northern area. A lot of those stingers are infused, so they should be able to push this away. Inquisitor's just diving a little bit too quickly. I'm not so sure about that. Might get surrounded. But does charge away. Hell, trying to charge in with the stealth, getting increased that movement speed. Does get a shot off, and does use the Guardian Obelisk, though, the Legion, just to detract a little bit. Cause the stingers to be preoccupied with that. Oh, it's going back into the fight. I'm not so sure about that. Adds in a couple of rhinos, by the way. Those rhinos are a new unit for the Legion. Excited to see how they fare up with these stingers. There's a lot of stingers, though. Cleaver Blitz comes up for Inquisitors, doing a lot of damage, but look at that hell on the back line, trying to snipe out Inquisitors. Inquisitors does die, and so now it's the Legion that have lost their hero, having to back away just for now. But bear in mind, can actually get multiple heroes on the field, the Legion, at any one moment, so might be possibly seeing a couple more. Oh, look at that, the Arandi. So, yeah, it looks like it's the Arandi, actually, that they went for as the mercenaries, given that extra first talent of the free harvester, an extra harvester total count, but more importantly, look at the Arandi unit. You'd love to see it. A new unit for Zerospace, and that will be, I believe, if not mistaken, I think that's Shade. That's the deadly melee unit entity that can push through all units. It haunts enemies when killed and reduces the attack and movement speed of them for 6 seconds. So, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the Shade. Either way, a pretty finely poised match. Both players at very equal supply. It's going to be kind of interesting. See, we might see one big battle to see the game out. Who knows? It could be a big back and forth, this one. I hope so. I kind of enjoy these kind of games, for sure. And now we see the, I think there's marran Halo tanks there, if I'm not mistaken, as the mercenary unit. Kind of cool to see. The Halo tank is a heavy tank which can attack whilst moving. Each attack charges up a powerful laser, dealing damage in a line for after 4 seconds, that is. Now that is, of course, for the grell. It gets around with those stingers, and they did have the stealth actually on the grass, so it makes it very difficult for the Legion to actually tell how many units are there on the grass. It's one of the upgrades that the stingers can get. It's super powerful, as you can see. It makes the enemies a little bit, unawares as to what they might be up against. And it's up against a couple of Halo tanks. The Behemoth is on the field, flying in the airs. Guardian Obelisk gets deployed by the Legion, trying to hold this on. Galavax is in the fray, looking to use that fireball to good effect, but Galavax is kind of surrounded. There's a lot of stingers. This could be problematic. Does use the recall ability, gets on out of there, the Legion. Has to reset, recuperate, and regroup, and Inquisitor's just holding that front line for now, but she's doing it on her own. Get to capture that middle control tower now, the grell, getting a bit more of a foothold in the game. A couple of rhinos at the back, just pushing away the stingers that are there, poking and prodding, but this could be a problem situation. Runs in with the rhino, gets taken out pretty quickly. Those Halo tanks looking really strong for the grell. You can see Hell keeping control of that control tower as well, getting infusions on a couple of these units. We'll see how if he pushes on. Stinger's going to get surrounded. The Harvester should be able to get it in the end, I think. Yeah, should be able to. Behemoth has been upgraded with the wings, and will do some fire damage on the ground afterwards once it does hit the ground. Expecting to see that pretty soon. Rhino just getting on out of there. They're pretty hefty units, but I don't know how well they scale into mid to late game. We'll see how they feature. And look at that infused marran Halo tank. Looks beefy. Looks really good. Now, quadruple barracks are really trying to pump out those units. We do see the 4th base expansion now coming up for the grell. Same with the Legion, though, to be fair. So Eco should be relatively similar in some ways, but the Legion starting to lose a lot of units. That last fight for them really hurt them. The Galavax moving forward with the fireball ability to go on the stingers. Does do a lot of damage, but will it be enough? Behemoth there, as you can see, after enough attacks, the Behemoth morphs into its elevated state. Gains 50% damage. And there's a massive amount of fire damage on the ground left behind, of course. And looks like actually now moving on with a couple of those badges, if I'm not mistaken. The marran badges moving forward. Medium tank that deals bonus damage after attacking a target multiple times. And a couple of talents coming in for both players. But this could be difficult for the Legion to hold. I'm not so sure he's got enough. Behemoth there. Marran. Mercenaries. Does get a Guardian Obelisk to try and defend, but he's losing all the thralls. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's got to be it. He's going to lose the units. He's going to lose the infrastructure behind this. And it was a great game of Zerospace, but it doesn't feel like there's any more steam left in the tank for Aaron. Quite literally, because we didn't see any tanks for the Legion, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And I think with the barracks going down now, the production capability is going to be taken out, and it should be the case that Grell takes the victory. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. GG gets called by Aaron. A great game for Zerospace. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and see you next time.